something that is interesting for me is that when I look at the newspaper to see what programs are on television. I don't watch television, but I look to see what is on, to see what people's interests are. And there's a lot of programs about cars on television. There's a lot of programs about cars. Like every day there are some special programs about cars or traveling in cars or reviews of new cars, or there's some sports event with cars or some racing event with cars. It's very popular in modern culture to have something like that. And I also see this because my dad watches these programs. Like sometimes we have a small television in the kitchen, and sometimes in the evening he sits in the kitchen and watches these programs. And it's not interesting for me, but it's interesting that there are so many of these programs. So they must be popular. Personally, I don't see why it is interesting to watch other people driving cars. I don't understand that, why it's interesting to watch other people driving cars, or also why it's interesting to watch other people cooking, or to watch other people dancing, which that's 50% of television is cars, cooking, and dancing, I think. Or quiz programs with questions about pop music or popular culture. But I really don't understand why it's interesting to watch programs like these. But people do it. It's a bit. And I was looking at the TV section. I've got some newspapers down here. Anyway, I was looking at the TV section, and there are hundreds of television channels. Hundreds of channels. And you have to include like normal television, and then you've got cable television and satellite television and digital television and all these different formats and systems, and your mobile provider can provide television, and your TV company can provide different kinds of television programs as well. And so there's hundreds, there's more than hundreds, there's thousands of television channels just in every country. If you take a country like Britain, there's 1,000 television channels, and I don't have 5 minutes to watch TV. There's always something I have to do. Like you understand, you're busy, right? You're a very busy person. You have a lot of things to do. You don't have time to sit down and watch a film or whatever. There's not enough hours in the day. But I was thinking about the size of the industry, and then not just television, but add to that radio, and there's thousands of radio programs. So, and I was thinking about the size of it, and I was thinking, where does the money come from for all of that? Who pays for all of it? Who pays for all the television channels and all the presenters and the programming and the video editors and the script writers and the cameraman and the transportation, and who pays for all of that? That puzzles me. Like cars, I understand cars. I understand. It's like the company build the car and they put the parts together and they sell the car and people drive the car and they sell it again. And I understand that. But the TV and the radio, I don't understand that, because I think everybody is just looking at their mobile phone, or they click on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Twitter, Snapchat. That's it, right? That's the world. That's the world right now. It's the digital platforms. And so who's watching television, and who's paying for all these television channels? I don't know. I don't understand it. Red Bull have their own television channel with their own films. I don't understand how that works financially. Like, help me explain. I don't understand it.
I too, because the same. I don't
It's like,
see television.
yeah, it's I don't know anybody that I don't know anybody that watches it. I guess maybe I just don't know. Maybe people I know are active and they're thinking and they're creative and they're doing stuff and they're out doing things. Maybe there's another part of the world that doesn't do anything. They just watch TV. I don't know, but it seems a little bit crazy to me. Like all the books. Like you walk into a bookshop and there's thousands and thousands of books. Everything from self-help and meditation to travel stories and children's poetry. And I'm thinking, who buys the books? Who buys all the books? Because it must be really expensive to make them and print them and publish them and ship them.
Yes.
And people are not buying books. People are not buying books because they're just scrolling down the Facebook page on their mobile. So who is buying My Travel Journey Through Asia? I mean, who's buying that book? Is anybody buying the book?
Maybe.
It seems very strange.